We're back, people. We're back. The Premier League is back. I don't know why I'm getting so excited, man. But it just feels good to finally have the Premier League back after them 2 weeks. Man, listen, welcome back to the channel, people. Then it's your boy Mike's Blatant Red TV. Come to bring you the match preview for tomorrow's game against Southampton. Man, big game, man. Massive game. Massive game. Especially after the international break. It's always a bit weird, because players are traveling all over the world, taking in different tactics. Then they've got to come back, refocus again for the job that's at hand. And Liverpool are sitting top of the table, 5 points clear of Manchester City, 9 points clear of Arsenal, and pretty much 10 points clear of anyone else that's sitting on 18 points. It's crazy right now. But yeah, people, man, this is the match preview for tomorrow's game. As I like to do with my previews, I like to listen to the press conference in advance, write down a few information, whether that's like news on injuries and just other stuff that he's been asked in the press conference from journalists alike and things like that. So yeah, let's get into it, people. Injuries. We've got Alisson back, he said. Alisson is back in training, but not with the team yet. He's getting better and better, but not yet ready for Sunday. So that means Kelleher's definitely going to be in goal. But I'm not going to lie, since Alisson's been out, it's like we haven't missed the guy. We haven't missed him. Kelleher's performance has been immaculate. You know what I'm trying to say? And for me, that's been the case ever since like we was under Klopp's time. That there was that period when Alisson was out, because Alisson's very injury prone. So to have Kelleher as the backup, I never go into matches with Kelleher as the backup thinking, oh, we're going to get, pammed here or whatever. It's not that same feeling that I had probably like with Karius or Mignolet, you know what I mean? Like Kelleher it's just surprising that none of these other lower team haven't picked him as like their first choice keeper, like, you know what I mean? Because he deserves to be a number one somewhere, but right now, for the time that he's still at Liverpool, I'm grateful for that. As for Jota, still isn't training yet, but he's looking good. That's what Slot said. Chiesa has been joining in one or two sessions, but they are all expected. Well, he's expected to be back in a few weeks. Harvey is the only one that's back in training. He's been out for many weeks, but he's back training with the team, which is a positive. Definitely a positive to have Harvey back, 100%. Like, because in that number 10 position, we know that he's like Slot's probably going to rotate between Sobol and Harvey, and it's just good to have Harvey back to probably give Sobol, keep Sobol on his toes, I think. Because like I said, Sobol's the only player that I feel like he's doing a lot of running around, a lot of the hard grafting in a sense, but I want my number 10 to be, linking up with the attackers more, even having more goal contributions in himself. So I do think that like having Harvey back will definitely probably like, shore up the competition in that number 10 spot, and at the same time probably make Sobol raise his game a bit more, knowing that, Harvey is there waiting. Another injury, Trent. Trent isn't training with the team yet, but is getting better and will be back soon. So again, a few players not training with the team yet apart from Harvey, but it's nice knowing that they're a few weeks away. So we probably might not see them in time for the Real Madrid game in midweek. Probably we might see them for Man City, but I think that might be too soon, you know what I mean? So we'll see how it goes anyway. I'm going to touch on a few questions that he was asked during the press conference by a few journalists. One of the questions he was asked was on being top 5 points clear. He said, if we want to try and stay where we are, then we have to bring in the results, starting with Sunday. Games after an international break are always difficult, especially away from home. But if we want to stay top, we have to keep winning. And it's facts, bro. Facts, people. Like, we have to keep winning. Even though Southampton are bottom of the table, it's just football, people, man. Anything can go, anything can happen on the day. Anything can happen on the day. Like, if we don't start well, and then we give Southampton momentum. Remember, we're playing away from home. We don't want to basically give any incentive to the home crowd. Because, like I said, if they get an early goal, you don't know what can happen, innit? Momentum could change. Next, the inevitable can happen. But I don't feel that with this Liverpool team. I feel that, like, even if we can see the goal, we definitely got the firepower to basically equalise and probably even go on to win the game. But it's complacency for me. We can't go into this game just because Southampton's bottom of the table thinking this is an easy game, because there's no easy game in the Premier League. Next question he was asked was on the upcoming fixtures, i.e. Real Madrid and Man City to come. He said, we indeed have an incredible fixture list starting with Southampton, and that is of course by far the most important game. And if you want to go into the other two games with momentum, then you need to get the win basically in this game. So again, we can't look too far ahead like to Real Madrid and Man City. Yes, they're going to be two incredible home games, but at the same time, we need to get the job done with Southampton. That's the first game out of this pivotal week that we've got. So let's just focus on this game. Once we get this game out of the way, then we can all start talking about Real Madrid and then Man City to come. But focus, innit? That's what we need right now. We need to keep focus, and Southampton is the focus. He was asked a question on Southampton and just about their performance, their game style. Do they deserve to be bottom of the table? He said they are a capable team. They have shown they can play against the top teams, i.e. Arsenal and Man City. They have been unlucky, but the playing style has been excellent. See, I'm not going to sit here and basically act like I've watched all of Southampton's games, but I listen to TalkSport a lot. I hear some of the pundits talk about their game, saying that, they like to play out from the back. Even though they're sitting 20th in the table, they basically are still sticking with their style and blueprint, which is playing out from the back. Even though that could be a dangerous thing to do against a Liverpool team, they like to hit on transition and counters and, press well and things like that. At the end of the day, we can only obviously beat what's in front of you, innit? You know what I mean? Like, yes, they're sitting 20th in the table, but like I said, this is football, people. Who's to say that they don't get a win against the team that's sitting top of the table, you know what I mean? Let's just get the job done against Southampton. All right, let's get into some pre-match stats, people. Starting with Liverpool's last 5 games against Southampton. I'm going to start with the most recent one, which was a 3-0 win. That was February this year. I don't know if that was a Premier League game. I'm not too sure. Then the game after that was a 4-4 draw. I'm sure you guys will remember that. That was the last game of the season. And that was a mad game, bro. I don't know how, because we was winning that game. And then next, they came back and just done a madness on us. I don't know. But yeah, that ended in 4-4 draw. That was back in May 2023. Then Liverpool had a 3-1 win. That was back in November 2022. We had another 2-1 win. That was back in May 2022. And then we had a 4-0 win. That was back in November 2021. So our record against Southampton is fairly good, man. Apart from that draw, we've comfortably beaten them a lot of the time. So yeah, man, that gives us obviously good confidence. What I feel anyway, going into the game. As you know, Liverpool are sitting first in the table. Southampton sitting 20th. Another stat and information I want to give you guys. Victory on Sunday would see Arne Slot become the joint fastest head coach to reach 10 wins. The only other 2 managers to do something like that was Carlo Ancelotti and Gus Hiddink, when they was both managing Chelsea. Southampton have won just 1 out of 14 games against Liverpool. That was a 1-0 home victory back in January 2021. Team news for Southampton. I'm hearing that they have no Aaron Ramsdale and no Bednarek. Both got injured on international break. Ryan Fraser and Flynn Downs fit to return, while Ross Stewart, Gavin Bazunu and Will Smallbone remain sidelined. I don't know about them players, but I know about Aaron Ramsdale. For them to not have their number 1 keeper, it's probably good news for Liverpool, Definitely good news for Liverpool. So yeah, peeps, let's get into the lineup now, man. As you know, Alisson is injured still, so it's definitely going to see Kelleher in goal. Trent is still injured, so we're definitely going to see Bradley come into his, right back position for Trent. I'm going with Konate and Virgil as the centre-back partnership. It's left-back again for me, peeps, man. It's left-back for me, bro. I don't know who to pick, man. I swear to God, I don't know who to pick. But I'm thinking fresh after the international, I swear Robbo got a goal, like a last-minute goal in Scotland's international game. So, you know what? I might go with Robbo, starting ahead of Simicast in this one. So Robbo at left back. The pivot now is where it gets a bit. I'm gonna put Gravenberch in there, but I'm thinking of like McAllister now with that long flight back from Argentina. You know what I mean? Like, does he deserve a bit of a rest? Is it too soon for him this game? But where obviously the game is on Sunday, I'm sure the players get extra 24 hours rest. So you probably might see Max starting that game. So I'm probably going to go with McAllister. So Gravenberch and McAllister as the pivots. Salah on the right. Harvey's obviously back in training, but I don't think this game's going to be... I think this game's going to come too soon for him. So Sobo is in the 10. The left side now, again, Diaz coming all the way back from Colombia versus Gakpo for Holland. I'm going to go with Gakpo on the left, Diaz to come off the bench, and up front, Nunes. My prediction for the game, people, I'm going to go with a 2-0 win. Yeah, it's a respectable 2-0 win. That's what I'm going to do. All I know is I just want Liverpool to get the win. We need that W, people, man. Especially because of the fact that we're going to know the Arsenal result and we're going to know the Man City result. So, yeah, man. We need this win, bro. We need this win. So, yeah, people, that was the match preview. Look out for the match reaction after the game tomorrow. And, yeah, people, man, let's go out there and get this win, Liverpool. But until then, it's your boy, Max. Take care, people, and I'm out. Peace.